Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is June 20th, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at this market, we have a soaring tape this morning. You have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading up by about 27 points this morning, right to around 2086, 2087 per contract. What can you say? It looks like the polls coming out of England have swayed now that there will not be a Brexit vote. Looks like the voters will turn out, at least this is what the polls are saying, to say that England will stay with the EU. So either way, the markets are roaring and soaring, and you could see last night futures really with a big gap up, and they just kept continuing to take off. This morning you have all of the European stock indexes sharply higher. If you take a look at Europe this morning, I think you have the London FTSE 100 up over 4.5%, the German DAX up 4.5%, the French CAC 40 is up 4.5%, and it's just a booming move. So all in all, we want to just trade what we see, and that's about the best we could do with any kind of market. And this morning, the markets are flying on this news. So when you take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, they are up right now by nearly 27 points, and we just want to just let the market play itself out. That's a great move this morning, and we'll take it. All right, looking over at a few other stocks here. The first one we're going to start off the day with is Walmart. It looks like they are going to sell their, or looking to sell their e-commerce business to JD.com. Stock's upticking a little bit, trading at 71.40, closed at 70.95. So real light volume, nothing of conviction here. But I'm going to give Walmart the upside bias here at this point in time. The chart is still pretty good. When it gets to around 73 bucks, that's where it really runs into a wall of resistance. But Walmart moving up on some news that they are going to sell their e-commerce business to JD.com. All right, let's take a look at Sanofi, SNY. I'm not 100% sure of the news here. I think they did release some information about one of their drugs. Stock right now is trading decently higher. Right now, trading at 39.82, closed at, I believe, 38.36. So nice little pop there for Sanofi this morning, and that is on the back of some drug news, but you could check that out yourself. We're going to take a look at Cypress Semi, CY. This is getting a little bit of a pop. I don't really remember exactly what the news was here for this name, but nonetheless, it is catching a bid. And again, nothing dramatic. Stock closed at, well, it actually is flat now on the day, so nothing all that dramatic there. It's kind of been all over the map, but they did have some news. You might want to check that out yourself, and we'll see how that plays out. Let's take a look at SHPG. This is catching a big bid this morning. Stock closed at $168.82. Shire is now trading at $178.50. That's a big move. I'm not exactly sure of the news there, but nonetheless, that is catching just a zooming bid. And again, we'll keep that on the radar today. I would have to give that the upside bias as well. I think it's a pretty strong gap higher. So again, this is a stock that maybe goes into the 184 level today. Keep that on the radar. If you do own it, trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, hard to buy it up here already. Too big of a move for me. But nonetheless, it is showing very good strength this morning. You do have some other names catching some bids. Looks like GlaxoSmithKline, GSK is catching a bid. Again, that's a European pharmaceutical or biotech or pharmaceutical firm, really. Looks like that's catching a nice bid this morning. So anything overseas is really catching a bid. Let's take a look here at some of these financial stocks overseas. Deutsche Bank being the most notable. That's a big pop. Closed at 15.62. Now trading at 16.44. Credit Suisse, another one. Pretty good gap up this morning. Closed on Friday at 12.55. Now trading at $12.99, $13. That's a big move this morning. Let's take a look at RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland. That's catching a big bid. That closed at $6.48. Now trading at $7.04. So these are big moves. Let's take a look at LYG, which is Lloyd's. And you're going to see that's catching a big bid. Closed at $3.81. Now trading at $4.13 this morning. So again, anything European is on the move here today. Just keep that on the radar. What's not on the move today, though, is the gold mining stocks. Looks like gold miners are really in the toilet today. GDX closed at 25.79 on Friday, now trading at 25.05. You could look at stocks like Newmont Mining getting hit a little bit this morning. Take a look at Gold Corp getting hit a little bit. So all the gold miners that have been rallying on the back of the Brexit vote of England leaving the EU are now selling off, and that's typical. We've seen that before. That's kind of how things work. Now, gold futures themselves are trading down about $10 to $12.85 an ounce. So we do have gold futures trading a little bit lower. So if you take a look at the GLD this morning, what you'll notice here is that the GLD trading at around 122.14, 122.44, closed at 123.95. So we're definitely seeing a pretty good downtick there. And then if you take a look at crude oil this morning, you're going to see crude oil is popping higher by about 84 cents to $49.40 an ounce. If you take a look at the USO here, you're going to see that this is trading at around $11.82. So it is reflecting a little uptick there in crude oil. So again, crude up, gold down. Looks like gold mining stocks getting hit. They're selling off sharply on the back of the new sentiment coming out of Britain. And we'll just see how this plays out today. Again, Mondays are usually a little on the slower side, but nonetheless, we have a huge gap up today in the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll also see NASDAQ futures, which were pretty weak on Friday, really gapping up this morning, up 57 points in NASDAQ futures this morning on the back of this news. So we'll see how this all plays out. All right, with that being said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. I want to wish you all a great trading session. And again, if you want to come alongside of us, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing each and every morning. And again, come on over this morning. You'll be trading with me, and we'll see how this market plays itself out. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts. Take care now.